What's going on there, Reject Nation? We are going to start up today. All of Us Are Dead, the new Korean zombie Netflix series. I don't know yet what our upload schedule is going to be like when the next episode comes out, which I'm hoping that we get this up every other day. I'll have something much more clear and precise of when to expect these reactions to go up consistently. But yeah, I mean, we just finished watching the Kingdom finale. That'll go up this weekend. Now we're moving on to another Korean zombie show. Why not, right?
Loving the theme here.
See this being talked about a lot. We even put out a community post that this was worth covering, and then actually a lot of people were like, skip it. And then when I was going through comments, I was realizing a lot of these people who are voting skip it haven't even watched the show. So I was like, okay, this
something else.
This community post is not reliable at all. yeah, but we're interested, so we figured why not? Let's check it out. If you can go ahead and hit that like button, that would be very much appreciated. Also, subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when our reaction for the next All of Us Are Dead is up. As always, full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for any show we cover is over at our Patreon page. Thanks to all who become Superajects by checking out all we got to offer over there, and the boys over at Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. Let's get to it, people. Emergency cross.
Jesus saves.
Ouch. Damn, this guy's relentless.
A very convincing fight.
Whoa! Get him! Whoa! Get him!
Whoa! Wow. He's got John Wick right now.
다 괜찮아질 거야.
뭐가 괜찮아지는데?
전부 다.
괜찮아진 게 하나라도 있어?
What are you guys talking about?
내가 죽든 걔들이 죽든 누군가 죽어야 괜찮아지는 거 아니야?
Interesting. So what's this transformation process like?
Nothing little Jesus can't fix.
아빠가 사랑해.
Beat him to death with the Bible. Oh my God.
Can a Bible crush someone's head? That kind of book?
That's a pretty flexible Bible.
Or is this just symbolic shit? Oh my God, did he infect his kid with that in order to defend himself?
Maybe. Get out of there, man.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's a great dissolve.
Getting to know the layout of where all the action is going to take place. Oh, they'll be able to defend themselves.
Man, I want to learn how to do archery.
Dead frog, photo scorpion, metaphor.
Symbolism in every frame. It's gonna be like a rat or something.
Oh, what's gonna happen to this little guy? I don't know where this is headed.
He's gonna start an outbreak.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Cage the goddamn rat back up.
Yeah, put that metal thing back on. Oh.
He was responsible. Where's my Bible?
과학쌤도 불쌍하고 저번 주에 수업하다 나간 날 있잖아.
Oh no, he's figuring some shit out.
He's writing in English.
Neglected parasitic.
과학쌤 원래 천재학대잖아.
천재가 잘 미친다잖아.
We do.
나 물어볼 거 하나 있는데.
뭔데?
아니다.
뭐가?
이게 나 아니면 이게 나?
Aw.
잘 봐. 이거 아니면 이거. 이게 더 낫지.
I love you.
Yep.
어줘.
Whoa.
아, 씨발 저 거지 새끼가 진짜.
She from Squid Game? She just looked like that girl from Squid Game.
연습할 때 먹어. 아 필요 없다니까.
Dude, like none of these kids get to class on time.
None of the kids are eating breakfast.
I'm all rushing. I gotta get to school. Damn.
Green light.
So they're all trained runners. What a messed up school.
아씨.
Oh. No.
What the fuck?
근데 그만 가.
가봐. 괜찮은지.
Come on, lay a beat down.
너 졸라 섹시하게 나왔어. 니네 엄마한테 보내줄까? 나 니네 엄마랑 패치는 거 알지? 아줌마랑 패치를 먹어.
That's the weird part, man.
오늘 그냥 넘기면 내일 2배로 당해.
Oh, that's messed up, man. Oh, come on, guys.
And were those two you passed earlier the only two adults at the school?
야, 니네 아무도 현주한테 연락 안 해봤어?
아, 저 어제 과학실 청소 담당이랑 같이 있었는데요. 그 뒤로는 잘 모르겠어요.
Kids keep going missing.
감염은 늦추고 있지만 길어야 몇 시간 정도이기 때문에.
Oh. Take your benzo.
What's this guy's goal?
I don't know. Is this an accident or is this part of the plan?
물질 대사가 아니라 생명 의지의 문제.
This guy is such a prick.
Yeah.
감염된 달팽이는 기생충이 시키는 대로 자살을 하는 거지.
Creepy.
달팽이보다 기생충의 생명 의지가 더 강해서 그런 거.
Ah.
진화되고 유전되는 생명 의지야말로
고개를 들어야지.
독립 생명체를 규정하는 유일한 기준이지.
Teach you not to do jack shit about that.
원서가 틀린 거예요? 교과서 틀렸어.
That radiator's coming off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
She's got to be making some noise, right? That could alert people.
그게
Whoa.
No.
현주야.
Oh no.
잡혀서 과학에 가둬놓고.
가둬? 과학 선생님? 이병찬 선생님?
저와 묶어놓고.
쌤, 제가 볼게요.
저도요. 빨리 들어가.
Really toys with the fact that oh, she's so close to so many people's necks.
Please, God, no.
분이 많이 아파? 보자. 잠깐만.
Is she having a period?
Maybe. Which is very bad at this point. Yeah. Oh no, please no.
현주야, 괜찮아. 네, 빌리도 좀 불러주세요. 진정력도 높고 소독할게요. 네네.
Holy balls. Or she's just infected and I just jumped a period. Yeah. That's what I did. Cramps.
여기 나한테 이상한 주사 넣고.
주사? 이병찬 선생님이 너한테 주사 놨어?
나 죽이려고.
내 생각에는 과학이 씨발 현주 야동 찍은 거 아니야? 야동?
That's a conclusion.
일단 진정제만 났어요.
예, 효산병원 응급실로 갈 건데 보호자한테 연락하셨죠?
네, 지금 바로 출발하셨어요. 잘 좀 부탁드립니다.
Or did you call the police about the science teacher?
Yeah, some pretty big accusations coming out of her mouth. I gotta let him finish class first.
친구는 왜 저래?
몰라? 이따 집 가서 얘기해줄게.
아빠 오늘 당직이라 내일 아침에 퇴근해.
둘 다 수고 많았고 선생님 금방 들어갈 거니까
No, they can't fall in love now.
선생님도 잠시만 비밀 지켜주세요. 예. 교실로 가 얼른. 가자. 응?
What?
Stop the spread of
Oh,
information.
there's a whole classroom of people who saw you.
Who's been talking about it. I got you some socks.
이거 사귀자는 뜻이잖아. 청산이랑 사귀잖아.
아니야. 아니 청산이 어렸을 때부터 옆집 살아서 맨날 걔네 엄마가 치킨도 주시고 아니 내가 치킨을 되게 좋아하긴 하는데 청산이 좋아하는 건 아니야.
야, 너 은재랑 사귀지? 맞지? 응. 맞아.
Not anymore.
야, 만약에 지구가 멸망하고 걔랑 나랑 좀비만 남잖아? 그럼 나는 좀비랑 사귈 거야.
Oh man, that zombie's just gonna want to make it right back to school.
뭐 쓸데없는 소리를 하고 있어? 어? 장학지도 학교평가다 줄줄이 앞두고 말이야. 119 부르기 전에 나한테 먼저 얘기를 했어야지. 아니면 그러다 경찰에 넣으면 어떡하라고?
경찰에 신고했습니다.
학교 일은 학교에서 해결하는 게 선생.
Oh no.
So annoying. Oh god.
오랜만이네.
Oh my god. Was that his bully? What the shit? Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's not good.
No, God.
Cut that arm off.
Why is it happening so fast to her?
Maybe it happens faster to adults? Oh, huh.
Does a Train to Busan movie exist in this universe?
Does anybody know what
they
to
should
do?
know how this works.
I mean, when shit really hits the fan, some of these characters have to have seen a zombie movie.
우리 엄마가 학교에 발전기금 내고 나 반장 만든 거 알잖아. 그래서 내가 반장이라고 생각하는 애들 한 명도 없어. 근데 내가 왜 반장 노릇해야 돼?
With great power.
네가 5단어 이상 못 쓰는 줄 알았어.
Fool.
뭐야? 보고 내 저래? 술 졸라 처마셨나 봐. 학교 잘릴 때.
Oh, I hope you guys are the first.
Yeah, rip them apart. Eat their faces. Oh! Jesus!
Nuts. Get him.
Oh.
Nice. So it begins.
And now let's get someone over here to film you.
Cool. Ah, that was fast.
That's much faster. No. Oh no.
School. This is why you should get homeschooled. Oh no.
No.
No one notices her standing there?
인터넷에 올린대.
아니야. 그거 지워주기로 했어. 나랑 다 얘기했어.
여긴 지옥이야.
Yeah, you have no idea what's up right now.
나 좋아해?
Oh my god, dude, just
say yes. Loud and proud.
내 시체 옆에도 오지 마.
Oh.
은지야, 은지야, 은지야.
Whoa! It's a good thing those guys are on the roof, man.
Yeah.
수혁이한테 고백했는데 모르겠어. 걔가 아무 말도 안 해.
No, no.
야,
어.
나 어떻게 생각하는지 수혁이한테 물어봐주면 안 돼?
나 안 친해.
의리 없이 진짜.
Oh man.
Woohoo. Ooh.
It's real like psychedelic percolating build to those tunes, man.
Yeah.
Dope.
Dope.
Did it not eat her right away because she's been bit too?
Oh, maybe he smells it. Or maybe he just needed to get a second to be like, "Rah, hear me roar."
Before a guy that likes her comes in and hits him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to open up that opportunity for him to be a hero.
That was neat.
That was very neat.
That was neat.
Yeah.
I didn't expect such a teen drama show. So it's very teen drama with the discussion of bullying in school. I don't know what schools are like in Korea.
No.
No idea what it's like. It's just sometimes I'm like, is that how things go? Okay, maybe,
Yeah.
But in terms of what we're getting, I think I'm interested to see how it all ultimately coalesces together, because sometimes the rhythm can be a tad off to me, where like some of the horror can feel like sporadic.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, we're really slowing down a lot now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, on the flip side, I really like that, because that's why I just want to see how it ultimately unfolds, because I like that you're really taking the time to build the dynamics, build the relationships, build the chemistry with a bunch of these people at school. Like you're seeing the faculty. The
hit 99 horror film The Faculty. Starring Josh
Faculty, in the faculty, and then you're seeing all the students and such, and then of course there's a lot of themes and allegories dealing with, like, not just allegories, it's just it's very heavy-handed, the whole thing with bullying going on in the school as well. And so I want more than just seeing, like, I hope this bully gets taken down. I want to see how the themes, because they treat it with such heavy subject matter. Like, that one student who's straight up being, like, sexually assaulted, and then she's willing to commit suicide by the end. Like, these are very heavy topics. And I don't know, maybe she'll find something to live for by the end. But
she'll become a badass zombie killer. And find validation through there.
Because you have, like, a very serious subject matter you're exploring, and then on the opposite spectrum, there's almost this, like, level of camp with the zombie stuff, Yeah. It feels like very, like I said earlier, the music has this, like, psychedelic influence to it. This, like, boom, 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 like this build, like this percussion build.
It reminded me of some of the music cues in, like, a 28 Days Later or something like that.
Yeah, but it's more when it comes to the zombie stuff, it feels like a lot more sci-fi infused, and like they get, like, real trippy with its shots. So I'm like looking forward to seeing how the marriage of all these elements comes together, if it ultimately does. Because it's like sometimes the rhythm can feel a little bit off to me, because I always want my horror to do the character building and do the relationship stuff. And I think because of the fact that it's a zombie show and we know that zombies are coming, and it's, the anxiety of, like, fuck guys, there's zombies are, and then it's like, oh, the anxiety's building. Okay, now we're cutting to hang out with these people here. And but by the end of it, it is pretty exciting stuff. So I am curious to see how ultimately the pace unfolds. But what'd you think of for first episode? It's pretty solid. It's a solid pilot. I'm definitely interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think that was the sort of most unique thing here, was the way that they presented the story, all the different scenes, and the juxtaposition of, what's a normal day like for all these people versus the outbreak that's about to turn everything upside down. And I agree. I feel like I'm going to need a minute to let it sort of matriculate through my brain in terms of how it feels as an overall pacing experience. But I do appreciate that geography of, like, okay, this thing is breaking out while everything's, normal in various other pockets of the school. And I feel like that gives it an interesting, like, every zombie movie seeks to put you there in the action, but I feel like that is a kind of interesting way to do it that doesn't really feel like any other zombie movie or show I have seen up until this point, because you start out in a pretty intense place of just character anguish, and then immediately you're also given this piece of context where it has something to do, or it's coinciding with the start of this outbreak that has some originating connective tissue to the science teacher, the bio teacher. And then, seeing how those two things really stay parallel even across all the moments. Like, it's interesting, like, the characters, and I feel like this is a good thing because it is kind of real. It's like there's nobody who seems just like, oh, they're the good guy or protagonist character of the show right now. Like, everyone's, they're all kids, they're all a bit rascally and stuff like that. They're all just kind of a normal day of school. And so I feel like that's an exciting thing too, is maybe there'll be some coming of age and some real sort of character revealing through these kids as they undergo this horrific nightmare experience. And
there's, like, sarcastic ribbing, but I would say, like, the guy with the neighbor, I think he's like a good. I think he's like they just sarcastically rib each other.
Yeah.
I don't think there's, or like they jest, but I don't think there's any like there are a lot of characters just kind of mean.
Yeah, totally. And between the two of them, I do appreciate. Yeah, it's like the two of them and maybe the other guy who she's crushing on and stuff like that. You know,
former baddie.
Yeah, that'll become a love triangle of some kind. But yeah, you know, like the way that they do have that sort of you know, sibling-esque ribbing. Like I like that approach to the character. For some reason, these didn't feel quite as. And this isn't even coming from Hollywood, so I don't want to use the word like Hollywoody, but you know, like they didn't feel like movie characters so much as they felt like, yeah, you're just kind of in a school and everybody's, you know, doing the same run-of-the-mill stuff that they're always doing, and this is kind of how they have their rapport together. And so, yeah, there's sort of, I don't know exactly what the right word is, but I like the way they drew the characters alongside, you know, the chaos that's breaking loose.
True. I think the way it's shot too, when it comes to the zombie moments, are really cool. They use a lot of these one takes.
Oh yeah.
It's like for the most part steady cam. It's really steady. Like the first shot has this really good opener, and that really establishes your mood and your theme of it. Like it starts off on the like emergency Red Cross, and it seems like there's going to be some biblical allegories as well. Flat out beats his son with a Bible.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jesus saves.
With the shot of it circling in it, and I do, and then of course like the ending towards the end too, when the camera is swinging up from the school, like you have this interesting set of where like they're getting you acquainted with like here's the layout of the sets, where chaos can ensue. And I like a lot of the shots that they use here, and they're very clear, and they don't rely heavily on, like some shots are very like the chaotic, jittery shit that we often associate with fast-running zombies now.
Yeah.
But it's not overly reliant on that, which I think is impressive. And it does have a quirkiness about it.
Yes.
Which was something I wasn't. I didn't see a trailer for this, so I don't know anything about it. So I had like to walk into this, go, wow, this is pretty different than when I hear like Korean zombie show, but it has that like soap opera Korean. You know what it is? I think of why that rhythm could feel a little bit off is because we're still getting to. While I find the characters interesting, and we're still getting to know the characters. The zombie stuff is the most familiar and the thing you're probably looking forward to most when hearing about this show. So my high level of interest tends to be in the zombie stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like super invested and interested whenever there's like crazy zombie, and then it cuts to the other stuff. And I think like, so maybe it's not even a pacing problem, but it's more of, or I don't know actually, but in the moment it's like, but I'm way more interested right now in that zombie thing than I am in hearing them like talk about their crushes, right?
Or how they name their new restaurant or whatever. Is the chicken good?
Yeah, you build it up. I think too it goes against formula in a lot of ways with how they cut around, because usually it would be like you get the characters acquainted, and then like the last 20 minutes,
then the outbreak starts.
Bam, yeah, we're crazy for just 23 minutes, as opposed to stop.
Yeah, it's like you introduce them side by side and you let the outbreak be building from the beginning.
True.
Know?
Yeah, but it's a good show so far. Right now, what we're getting, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm still curious as to like what the split was on like community posts, as if it was if that had to do with the looking at the comments. I was like, I'm like, is it actually the other side? Is it the fact that people don't really like the show, or was it the comments that I saw of like people who didn't actually watch it? They're like, I just hit no because
I have another show.
I have something I want you to start up this one instead.
So not this. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's cool. It's cool stuff. We still got 11 more episodes to go.
Got one little context clue, just a quick shout out to Guinevere Call over at the Patreon, who said, you know, that partly what they're gonna dig on, at least in terms of like the overall, there's a ferry accident, the Seawall ferry accident, that brought up a bunch of, you know, questions in Korea and whatnot about, you know, the sort of culture of obedience, and that was something that I thought was sort of starting to you know, show its head with the adult characters. And if there's one thing I would guess, it's that probably because they're all like the adults throughout this episode are constantly sitting around going, we should have dealt with this internally. Well, don't call the police. Well, we gotta, you know. Yeah. So like, I feel like probably the one thing I would imagine they'll start to examine with the adult characters would be, how do we approach the spread of information and the spread of protocols that our society puts out versus actually addressing a crisis for what it is, you know?
Yeah.
But,
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
that's about the only clues. Thanks for that, Guinevere.
Thanks, Guinevere. That's a cool clue to have.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll keep a lookout for when our reaction to the next episode is up. I'll try to get it up in a couple days. That's why you guys subscribe and stay notified. Just look out for that notification bell. Ignore the ones that you're not interested in, and then
Yes.
click on the ones you're interested in. That's how it works.
Yeah, selection process. Use your judgment.
All right, guys. We will talk to you soon.